This is the Module 2 reality check, and this video will be going over some parts of this. Now this is one, it may be a little bit intimidating as you read through it, and so I would recommend just taking it a little bit at a time, and we'll just kind of figure it out one problem at a time. So what we're talking about is polar ice caps. If they were to melt, the Arctic ice cap would release approximately 680,000 cubic miles of water into our oceans, causing sea levels to rise. With many cities located mere feet above sea level, this could be disastrous. So I'm going to just underline this. I know if the polar ice caps melt, we're going to get 680,000 cubic miles. Now, because that's cubic, that tells me that's an actual volume. Okay, because volume is measured in cubic units. So if they were to melt, it would release the 680,000 cubic miles. Okay, let's go to problem 1. So the Earth is roughly spherical with a radius of about 3,960 miles. Okay, I'm going to underline that. That's important. The formula for the surface area of a sphere is this formula. Use this formula and 3.14 for pi to approximate the surface area of the Earth. So you have all the information you need right here to find that surface area, and you'll want a calculator for this. Now notice it doesn't say round to anything, and so you can just put the answer as is. Okay, so you should have gotten the answer for question 1. In fact, you can even pause the video at that point, figure out the answer for question 1, and then come on to question 2. So question 2 says oceans cover about 71% of the Earth. Use your answer to question 1 to approximate the surface area covered by oceans. Round to the nearest square mile. So that's important. Make sure you round correctly. So oceans cover about 71% of the Earth. We're trying to figure out that surface area. So basically, we're wondering what is 71% of, and then notice we just found the surface area of the Earth in number 1. So whatever answer you found there, you can put it right here. So that's what we're looking for. What is 71% of that surface area that we found? Okay. All right, number 3. So notice how each one we're just taking it down and trying to find out what exactly is it asking and trying to convert that into math terms. Number 3. So the total rise in sea level in miles that would occur if the Arctic ice cap were to melt can be computed by, so this tells you exactly how to do it. Dividing the volume of water. Did we have that somewhere? I feel like we underlined that somewhere. The volume of water that would be released if the ice cap melted. So we're going to divide that volume of water that would be released by the surface area of the oceans. Hey, I feel like we just figured that out too. The surface area of the oceans is the number that you find in here in number 2. Okay, so you're going to divide those two numbers. Now, they want it, if you keep reading, use your answer in question 2. So we can use that in this end part to approximate the rise in sea level. But here's the difference, it wants it to the nearest foot. Well, notice everything before was figured out in miles. So whatever your answer is in miles, but we need to figure it out to the nearest foot. Well, there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So for example, if the answer here were 1 mile, to figure out how many feet, I could just say, okay, I just need to do that 1 mile times 50,280 feet. That would give me the answer. Now the answer here is not going to be 1 mile. You'll have to figure that out by following the directions here. But just when you get your answer, when you divide the volume of water by the surface area of the oceans, that's the answer in miles. So make sure you change it to feet. I'm going to let you figure the rest of this out yourself. If you get stuck, reach out. I'd love to give you some hints, but hopefully that's enough to get you started. So you're just, each question, you're just taking it question by question. So you get your answer in number 3, and then you use that to figure out how much of that would melt over 200 years, or how much would melt per year if that 26 feet melted over the 200 years. So anyway, good luck. Oh, oops. Good luck, and I hope that helps.